Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of 2 Samuel, the 20th chapter. As we left off in the 19th chapter, David finally returns back to Jerusalem after the death of Absalom. And we see here that he is basically welcomed back by the tribe of Judah and some of the tribes of Israel. So 2 Samuel 20:1. And there happened to be a man of Belial, whose name was Sheba, the son of Bichri, a Benjamite. And he blew a trumpet and said, We have no part in David, neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. Every man to his tents, O Israel. So he basically called back Israel from following David. So every man of Israel went up from after David and followed Sheba the son of Bichri. But the men of Judah clave unto their king, from Jordan even even to Jerusalem. So yet again you had this man basically drawing Israel after him, Sheba that is. But the tribe of Judah stayed loyal to David. And David came to his house at Jerusalem, and the king took the 10 concubines, or the 10 women his concubines, whom he had left to keep the house, and put them in ward, and fed them, but went not in unto them, for they were shut up unto the day of their death, living in widowhood, because they were the ones that Absalom had laid with publicly. And so David never went in unto them again, meaning he never had sex with them anymore. But, they were taken care of. They just wouldn't have children or anything. Then said the king to Amasa, Assemble me the men of Judah within 3 days, and be thou here present. So go assemble the armies of Judah and bring them here. You got 3 days. So Amasa went to assemble the men of Judah, but he tarried longer than the set time which he had appointed him. So going past 3 days, Amasa still wasn't back. And David said to Abishai, Now shall Sheba the son of Bichri do us more harm than did Absalom. Take thou the Lord's servants, or take thou thy Lord's servants, so take the men, the troops, and pursue after him, Sheba that is, lest he get him fenced cities and escape us. So this guy is about to become a trouble for us if we don't handle him quick. And Amasa is not back. So take the armies and go ahead and pursue him, because if he goes and he gets into them defense cities where it's hard to break through, it's going to be a real problem. And there went out after him Joab's men, and the Cherethites and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men, and they went out of Jerusalem to pursue after Sheba the son of Bichri. And when they were at the great stone which is in Gibeon, Amasa went before them. So they met Amasa over there. And Joab's garment that he had put on was girded onto him, and upon it in a girdle with a sword fastened upon his loins in the sheath thereof. So he basically had like a hidden dagger. And as he went forth, it fell out. And Joab, now when you look in the I think in the NLT, it's worded here as he unsheathed it, right? Or he basically made it ready. When it says it fell out. And Joab said to Amasa, Art thou in health, my brother? So he feigned himself as though he was like greeting him. And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand to kiss him. But Amasa took no heed to the sword that was in Joab's hand. So he pretended like he was going to greet him. Instead, he had this dagger with him. So he smote him therewith in the 5th rib, and shed out his bowels to the ground, and struck him not again, and he died. So he basically murdered Amasa there too. So Joab and Abishai his brother pursued after Sheba the son of Bichri. And one of Joab's men stood by him, and said, He that favoreth Joab, and he that is for David, let him go after Joab. So all those that are on David's side and that are in favor of Joab, let's go. And Amasa wallowed in blood in the midst of the highway. And when the man saw that all the people stood still, he removed Amasa out of the highway into the field, and cast a cloth upon him. When he saw that everyone that came by him stood still. So after he commanded them, everybody was basically kind of like just there, like, looking at, because Amasa's body was there, just in his blood, his dead body. So he ends up moving the body, as it says, out of the highway into a field, and then puts a cloth over him, and then everybody else leaves. When he was removed out of the highway, all the people went on after Joab to pursue after Sheba, the son of Bichri. And he went through all the tribes of Israel on to Abel, and to Beth Maacah, and to all the Berites, and they gathered together and went also after him. So they were going ahead. He was going ahead to the different cities, gathering forces. And they came and besieged him in Abel of Beth Maacah. And they cast up a bank against the city and stood in the trench. And all the people that were with Joab battered the wall to throw it down. So they basically laid like a siege to it, and using battering rams try to break through the wall to get access into the city. Then cried a wise woman out of the city, Hear, hear! Say, I pray you unto Joab, Come near hither, that I may speak with thee. So she basically called out to the men to say, Yo, call Joab for me so I can talk to him. And when he was come near unto her, the woman said, Art thou Joab? And he answered, I am he. Then she said unto him, Hear the words of thine handmaid. And he answered, I do hear. Then she spake, saying, They that were wont to speak in old time, they were wont to speak in old time, saying, They shall surely ask counsel at Abel. So they ended the matter. Meaning, in once upon a time, in past times, this was a place where whenever any people had an issue, they would come here to seek counsel on it, and they would get the answer, and the matter would be ended. So this city that you're trying to break through isn't just some regular old city. I am one of them that are peaceable and faithful in Israel. Thou seekest to destroy a city and a mother in Israel. So you're trying to destroy this city here. That's an important city in Israel. Why wilt thou swallow up the inheritance of the Lord? Why are you trying to destroy the Lord's land? And Joab answered and said, far be it from me that I should swallow up or destroy. So I'm not here to try and destroy the city. The matter is not so. But a man of Mount Ephraim, Sheba, the son of Bichri by name, hath lifted up his hand against the king, even against David. Deliver him only, and I will depart from the city. And the woman said unto Joab, Behold, his head shall be thrown to thee over the wall. Damn, some Game of Thrones joint. And the woman went unto all the people in her wisdom, and they cut off the head of Sheba, the son of Bichri. So she basically, called her her secret network, and conspired, found Bichri wherever he was, and then they took his head off. It says, and they cut off the head of Sheba, not Bichri, Sheba, son of Bichri. Bichri. And they cut off the head of Sheba, the son of Bichri, and cast it out to Joab. And he blew a trumpet, and they retired from the city, every man to his tent. And Joab returned to Jerusalem unto the king. So after they had slain Sheba, mission accomplished, so they basically retreated from the city. Now Joab was over all the hosts of Israel, and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was over the Cherethites and over the Pelethites. And Adoram was over the tribute, and Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, was recorder. So you had the treasurer, you had the captain of the host, you had Benaiah, which was under him. You had Ahilud, which is a recorder, basically like the one that would record the events that were happening. And Shiva was scribe, and Zadok and Abiathar were the priests, and Ira also, the Jairite, was a chief ruler about David. And let me read this last part. Oh, okay. NLT says, and Ira, a descendant of Jair, was David's personal priest. And that brings us to the end of 2 Samuel, the 20th chapter. And Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha, Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.